Welcome back to my kitchen, and welcome if you're new. Today we've got some keto recipes that I've been working on this past week that have been very good. I'm doing this for health reasons, and I hope you enjoy. All of these worked out really well, and I'm going to be doing more keto coming up next week, so I hope you're enjoying these series. So without further ado, let's get cooking. Alright, let's get going. For breakfast, we're going to make a Wonder Bread shuffle. And the thing I like about this one is there's not a bunch of cheese in it. So it's nice to pair with an egg, in my opinion. Of course, everybody's taste is different, but I want to give you everything that I'm learning and liking. So all the ingredients I'm adding now will be at the end of this clip. Also, I'll type them out in the comment box below. Once we get everything mixed together, we're going to put it in the waffle maker and cook it for 3 minutes. That's how long mine takes. I'm sure all waffle makers are a little different, but you just want to cook it until it's done. Alright, so in the skillet on the stove, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up so I can fry my egg. I just put a little olive oil in there, and that's about it. Just flip it. I also use some seasonings. You can use whatever seasonings you like on your eggs if you like that. Now we're going to add this mix to the waffle maker. Like I said, I leave mine for 3 minutes, and then it's perfectly done. Now it's finished. I'm just turning off the waffle maker, and I'm going to add some cheese to it and then put the egg in there, and I just like cut it in half and half again. I love this breakfast. It's very good. Okay, here's my finished sandwich. Coming up are your ingredients. This was actually the first shuffle I ever tried, and I really enjoyed it. I've had some others since that are way more cheesy, and I love cheese, but they take this cheese and then they put cheddar cheese on top, on the bottom. It makes it a lot crunchier, so I do understand that, but to me it was too rich if you want to put something with it. Maybe if you want it for a snack, just plain, that's one thing. So when I found this, I was really happy with it. I've saved this. I use it a lot for sandwiches other than egg sandwich, and I'll show you what I use for those later on in today's video. So we're going to mix all the ingredients, which I'll have at the end of this clip, and also I will print it out down below. And you can use this for anything. Now my waffle maker is it's a large one, and it makes 4 triangular waffles, but I just put the mix in the middle and spread it out as far as it will go, and then I break it in half, and that's how I've used it. But there's lots of different waffle makers out there. Mine takes about 3 minutes for this chaffle to cook. here it is coming out. I'm going to show you both sides and turn off the waffle maker. I always have trouble remembering to do that part, but anywho, it's cooked, but it's still warm, and since I'm having tuna salad, I did wait. So this has been about 5-10 minutes since I made it, and I'm just going to put lettuce and tomato on. I add a little salt, put tuna salad on there, and then like I said, fold it over so it's like 2 triangles sandwiches when I'm done. And then I did also add a little side salad to go with it. I was pretty hungry. Here we go with the sandwich. It was absolutely delicious as always, and here it was with my little extra. Here are the ingredients for the shuffle. You just mix everything together, cook it for 3 minutes or whatever your waffle maker does, and that's it. For this chicken Alfredo, we're going to make the sauce ourselves. So I have some butter melting in the pan, and then we're going to add some heavy whipping cream. We'll cook that for about 6 to 8 minutes. Now we're going to add our Parmesan cheese. This is a cup, and we'll cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes longer, and I have this on medium heat. We're going to add in pepper to taste. Okay, I've got the chicken in a slow cooker, and I just used some Badia Complete seasoning. You can use whatever seasoning you like. And then we're going to pour the chicken over, we're going to pour the sauce over the chicken. And we cook this on low for about 3 to 4 hours until the chicken's cooked through. Big Daddy had regular pasta, I believe it was penne, and I made some keto pasta in the oven, which I'm going to show you coming up, so I'll show you the picture of it after we make that, but here are your ingredients. This is a super sauce. I saw this recipe on Facebook, and I have put the link in the comment box below, but we mix 4 ingredients in the bullet blender, so super simple. We've got some pork rinds, which I used my pan-Q ones that I got from Walmart. I'll link those down before too, because they are very flavorful, and I love everything we put them on. We do like air frying pork chops and chicken with those breadcrumbs too. Anyway, with 3 eggs is our last thing to go in. We put in Parmesan cheese and some cream cheese, and then we'll just mix it all up in the blender. Now we just pour this out on a baking sheet with a silicone mat, and we'll pop this in the oven 8 to 10 minutes, 350 degrees. Alright, here it comes out of the oven. This is what it looked like. And now we just slice it up. I did let it cool before I started doing this. I initially rolled it with the bottom side to the surface. As you can see, I'm doing it here. About halfway through cutting, I thought, well, what if I try it the other way? And I did, but it did not work. It started crumbling, so be sure to fold it this way. And I'm just going to speed this up a little bit so you can see what I mean. It cut perfectly like this. I would next time probably try to make them a little thinner. This is where I decided to try rolling it the other way, and you'll see here it starts to break apart. So that was not a good idea, but at least now I know. And then I just sort of work with it here to show you what it looked like, and then I'm going to put it in a dish and put it in the refrigerator until the Alfredo is ready. It was absolutely delicious. I think those particular breadcrumbs are the best, but you can get any flavor pork rinds that you like. I hope you give it a try. I found these keto cheddar biscuits on a website where I found a lot of really good keto recipes. I'm going to link it down below. Here are all the ingredients it includes, but don't worry, they'll all be listed at the end of this clip, and also when you go to the link it'll show you them there. So what we're going to do is get our wet ingredients first in the bowl. We'll mix that up and then we'll add our dry ingredients. While we're adding the dry ingredients, I just want to let you know that the oven is preheating at 400 degrees, and we've lined our baking sheet with some parchment paper ahead of time. So the last thing we add is the cheddar cheese. It says to take, we're going to use a cup, but it says to set aside 1/3 of the cup to add to the top of the biscuits later. Sorry about that, that was my ice maker. Okay, now we've got our cheese folded in. We're going to go ahead and get these on our cookie sheets. It says to put 12 blobs of dough on the baking sheet, and I figured I could do that and fit it on my smaller pan here. So I used a ice cream scoop. I think it's the 3 tablespoon one, but that worked out perfectly. You bake it in the oven for 8 minutes, and then you pull them out and add the rest of the cheese on top. Put it back in the oven and then cook it for 3 to 5 more minutes until they start turning golden brown. Here they are finished. Here's a picture of them, and I decided to take a test so you could see what they look like. They broke open. These are still warm beautifully. I had a taste. Very, very good. I think next time I'm going to add a little more Old Bay. Use half a teaspoon. I think I'm going to go up to a teaspoon. But what a wonderful treat for keto. Well, I want to thank you for watching till the end, and if you did, please leave me a waffle emoji, and that way I know you were here. I hope you enjoyed all the recipes that I shared with you today. My blood sugar has come back down to normal, so it's definitely working. Like I said, I am going to do some more keto cooking. I'm going to try some cookies and desserts. So I'll see you next week. Have a great week, y'all.